Hello everyone, it's Lord Magicus. I'm here today and we are gonna stream some fishes. I promise. Look, I know what today is, okay? I know. And some people might accuse me of doing some random shenanigans like, oh, he's gonna stream slivers and just call them merfolk, or he's gonna play like Murlocs in Hearthstone or something like that. No, I understand you guys are here for the fish content and going to we are going to play fish in Magic. I promise that. All right. I I am the mod of Fish MTG, or at least one of them, and I understand that that's what we're about, Fish MTG. So I am delivering you fish and MTG today. All right. No shenanigans. It's all right. That is my solemn promise to you. So let's go and maybe we should take a look at our deck today. Hello, Dark Merfolk. Hold on, let me get my screen up here. Yes, there we go. It's time for the Merfolk. Well, not just the Merfolk. Remember, there are many types of fish. I promised you fish. So here we go. This is my Pauper fishy deck. See it? Look at him. He's beautiful. He's a fish, right? And then look at how big this one is. We gotta like look at this guy. That has to be a really powerful fish, all right? It's like a serpent. That is a huge type of fish and lives in the water. See, it counts. These are fishes, and we're gonna play them today. This one, yeah, Tolarian Terror. He's ridiculously big and scary, and then Gurmag Angler is equally big and scary. So here we go. We got our fishes. This is how you play it in Pauper. Okay? I'm delivering. That's what's happening here. You guys are getting everything that was promised. So yeah, we're playing Dimir fishes. All right, let me show us the actual full deck here. So this list was taken from one of the recent Pauper challenges. I believe it was Magic Forever on MTGO. He was second place with this list, and it looks really clean to me. So there are a lot of the versions of this deck play like lots of one-ofs in it. I like how consistent this deck is. There's like, it plays four of a lot of cards, and like, you know, even the other ones are like twos, and there's no ones except for like one card in the sideboard. But I like that because it makes it easy to just pick up and play, because the less one-ofs and stuff there are in a deck, like the easier it is to just look at the cards and know, okay, it's easy to tell what matchups these things are for. So the basic premise of this deck, and yeah, if you're not familiar, this is like the Dimir control deck in Pauper. You fill up your graveyard, and then you put a bunch of instants in your graveyard, so you can cast Tolarian Terror for very little mana, and then you can delve out the rest for Gurmag Anglers. And yeah, so you protect him with a bunch of counterspells. It's sort of like a Delver style deck, except it's a little bit more controlling. Because yeah, your creatures are a lot bigger, and you have, you know, a little bit better removal here. So stuff like Snuff Out, we're playing 4 copies of this in the main deck, and the reason that we can get away with this is that we are playing 8 swamps here, and Snuff Out costs 0 mana when you have a swamp in play. So even on turn 1, if we play one of these tapped, we can still use Snuff Out for this, which is nice. And it costs life, but that's one of the reasons I think this deck likes to play Unexpected Fangs. So you can put +1/+1 counters and lifelink on creatures, which helps you beat, like, you know, opposing 5/5s, but also gains you back a bunch of the life you can spend for like Snuff Out. It's also, you know, helpful once you can put it on like Tolarian Terror. It's going to be very difficult for the burn deck to kill it. So, and you have counter spells to protect it too. So it's what you want. You want to be able to attack and then gain a bajillion life and have your opponent not be able to deal with it. You just like kill all the creatures in the way. Chainer's Edict will get rid of some of the problem cards, you know, like opposing stuff like Terror, where you don't want to have to pay the ward on it. It has ward! Not only is it a 5/5 for like basically 1 mana, it also gets ward too. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and you use, yeah, Chainer's Edict is also great because you're playing 4 copies of Mental Note and 4 copies of Thought Scour. So the point is you just want to fill up your graveyard as much as possible. I mean, you even have Consider to help with this too. Just dump as many cards in your graveyard as you can to make these as cheap as possible, and then just go ham with it. And then, yeah, Chainer's Edict is removal. You can flash back from the graveyard, but it's also fine because it deals with some cards like, was it the mono white, the white one that has protection from like monocolored spells, so you can get around stuff like that. Or like in the mirror, it's really good. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You know, if you play like counterspells in here, yeah, Preordain to help dig for your stuff. You know, 2 copies of Dispel because you really want to be able to like play one of these and hold up counter magic for it in the on the same turn. So it's kind of nice. So yeah, that's pretty much the strategy here. Just dump a 5/5 into play, hopefully give it lifelink and a +1/+1 counter, and just kill your opponent. The sideboard is pretty simple. You got a bunch of stuff for like burn, you know, with your blasts. Also, it's really good against like the Kiln Fiend deck. Spell Pierce, if you're going to be up against removal heavy decks, Spell Pierce is going to help you. Gut Shots will be really good against lots of the little creature decks. Spell Bombs, if you're worried about graveyards, like it's good in the mirror too, because it'll turn off your opponent's big guys, and you can just exile their graveyard. And then 1 Annul for like affinity, I guess. So, yeah, that's it. We're playing fishes. Here we go. Our lovely zombie fish and our sea serpent here. See, I promised, and we are delivering in that. You guys gotta have more faith in me. Thinking that I'm just like gonna play like Yu-Gi-Oh or something on this day. That's just not how we roll. Come on, you know me better than this. So let's go. Let's jam this. All right. Let me get my chat back up here. I should say, let me get your chat back up here. A message from somebody. Oh. What the heck is this? No idea. Alright, yeah, so here we go. We're playing fishes. I'm actually pretty excited to play this. This looks like it's pretty fun. But you know what? Hold on, before we get into this, there's also some stuff that I've been putting off for a little while here, so let me pull up these posts. So I didn't mention these the last like couple times. So I am going to quickly bring these up. Oops. Just because, yeah, I did put up these posts, and I take your polls in this, so I'm interested in sharing the results of these. So there we go. So a couple weeks ago, I asked about the Wizard of the Coast made a banned and restricted announcement. Expressive Iteration got banned in Legacy, but they also said in Modern, had a bit to say about it here. So they think that Modern is in a healthy spot, and they don't think that there's any problems, and that no deck is showing concerning win rates, or, you know, there's no decks that are the most popular by a large margin. So I asked you guys, what do you think here? And about a third of you said that, you know, you believe that the data is correct and that Wizards should not ban anything. So only a third of people really have faith in these things. So we got 26% of people believe the data is correct, but that there's other reasons that they should be banning cards. That's fair. 18% of you think that Wizards of the Coast it believes what they're saying, but they're just wrong. And 23% of you believe that that they're lying about it intentionally so they don't have to ban cards. So slightly more people think that Wizards is acting maliciously than just acting stupidly. So it's kind of surprising to me, though, that only a third of the people that answered this actually believed that everything was on the up and up with this. So yeah, it's been following kind of the trends here. Because I've asked other kinds of questions similar to this, and yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot of people have faith in them to be doing correct analysis. So, all right. And then there was one other thing that I asked, and I was really, really surprised by how close this one was. Here we go. You have opened the serialized One Ring. Are you going to keep it or are you going to destroy it? It's the One Ring. I mean, I have said on record that if it somehow falls into my possession, I will throw it in a volcano. So I might even be teaming up with Dan Bach for that if such a thing happens. So that would be great. And it was really like razor thin close here between the half of you want to keep it or sell it, and the other half of you want to destroy it. And you know what? I am proud of all of you that voted that you would destroy it, because I feel like that is the moral thing to do. All right, don't sell your soul for money. Do the right thing and throw that card into the volcano where it belongs. So there we go. There is that. So yeah, I was pretty proud of everybody that answered no there. And I honestly did not think it was going to be that close. I figured that most of you would probably keep the card, so. There we go. There's that. Alright, let's see. Can we actually get our matches going now? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Diablo release. I streamed a little bit of the beta last week instead of playing Magic because it was only going that weekend, and I wanted to really have time to play the Necromancer. So I thought it was really fun, and I think that it's going to be good when it comes out. They probably have a little bit of tweaking to do with it, but it was entertaining to me, and I'm looking forward to it. I didn't think that I was going to enjoy it as much as I did, but it seems like they mostly have it figured out, so that's good. But it's okay. We're back playing Magic this week. We're playing fishes. That's why we have our beautiful fishes in our deck. And they're gonna attack for massive damage. If we can ever find a game. Oh, there we go. We got it. Alright. I would love to play first. Um I think yeah, we're supposed to keep this. This looks really good. I guess we start with the tapped land because we can just jam the rest of these cards later. And also hold up Counterspell if we need to. They mulled to 6 cards, so let's play that and pass. Vault of Whispers. Oh, we're playing against Affinity, it looks like. I don't know what our Affinity matchup is like, but I'm not confident. It's okay. We'll probably just jam Mental Note and then maybe consider afterwards. Sure, that's not the problem card. Okay. What do we got? So 4 cards in the graveyard for this right now. I feel like I'm supposed to brainstorm. I can make them sacrifice this thing. It's not a bad time to do that. We'll put more cards here, but it'll also give me another chance to find a land. So I think I have to cast the Brainstorm. Um, I know what the two cards are, right? So I guess it doesn't matter a whole bunch. So we got 5 here. I can't quite cast this. Alright. Alright, we may as well do it. Alright. Didn't find another land here in the top, like, 18 cards. That's surprising. But the good news is that we can start jamming these Tolarian Terrors. They're 1 mana now. There's Ichor Wellspring. Okay, sure. Fuck. Alright. I have another one, so it's not that big a deal to play it. They have the Spellbomb, so it's a good thing we just jammed it right there. Alright. No attacks, that's good. Sure. Well, I'm not going to find another land, so I guess I have to hold this back on defense. Actually, I guess I can Preordain here. That's not bad. I can actually cast that right now. Alright. Okay. I guess kill off the Enforcer. Sure. Alright. What are the odds that we don't find an island off of this? Alright. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Top, I guess. Sitter and then mental note. Do I have how many things here? I do have 6. I can cast this. Alright. Okay. They're just cycling through their deck. Oh god. Okay. I can't do anything about that. Alright, well, we have to give one of these lifelink this turn, right? And the thing is, they have to block. So the question, I'm gonna gain 6 life, so I'll go up to 8. Maybe I'm. But they would still be able to kill me swinging back. So I have to leave one of these back to block this Mirror Enforcer, right? Because then I'll be taking 6 damage. So yeah, alright. I have to just attack with one of these. Oh, do they just have another blast? Alright, yeah, we're just dead. Right? Yeah, because the flyer's gonna kill us. Alright. They had the metallic rebuff. We got like so choked on lands that game. That was ridiculous. Like, I very aggressively was looking for a land. We went through like half of our deck and couldn't find it. That sucked. Okay, I'm not sure exactly how we're supposed to defeat this deck. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, the Annul, I am assuming, is correct, because this counters the artifacts. But it doesn't look like this deck has a lot to do with it against an affinity. Maybe I was just supposed to use the removal earlier, but it didn't seem great. Uh, I don't know how good like Spell Pierce is even gonna be. Deadly Dispute isn't an instant, because if it is, I think I'm supposed to keep the Dispels. It is, okay. So probably supposed to keep these. I don't know if that's right, but we'll try it. Yeah, alright. It's a little bit slow, but I guess we have to keep it. We're just gonna have to like Thought Scour and then like Thought Scour again, and then hopefully Gurmag will be fine. It's possible that there is a way to play that better in game one, but I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where I went wrong, or it felt like it was correct to just try to find the third land because it was really important to us, but we couldn't do it. So, like, okay, Brainstorm. I feel like again, it's probably correct to play this. And next turn we have Counterspell up. Oh, good. All right. Well, that sort of sucks. All right. We'll see how this goes. I want to see if they play like Mirror Enforcer or something. They do not. Okay. I think I'm supposed to just play the Gurmag Angler right now. Since they let me delve, I may as well do it. That doesn't seem great. Yeah, it's gonna deal 4 damage to this, and then they're just gonna sacrifice an artifact, so... I guess I have to let that happen, but they're gonna trade their shaman with it. Okay, let's cast this before Spellbomb can stop it. They have Blast. Alright. That kind of sucks. I think here they should probably use the Spellbomb. Yeah. Uh, it's Gurmag in the graveyard. That doesn't help me. Um, I guess we're just using a counterspell on whatever nonsense they play this turn. This will return 2 creatures back. Fuck, they have another blast. This seems awful. Where were you when I needed you? Oh, fuck. Alright. Yeah, they get 2 creatures back, which means they'll probably get this. Yeah, they get Shaman and Frogmite. Yeah. The Shaman's kind of a problem. We need another creature. This is gonna especially suck now because they're just gonna get back like 2 Mirror Enforcers with this stupid thing. And I can't really stop it at the moment. I don't have any good way of doing it. I feel like we're losing. Yep. Sure, you have 2 things. They have 3. Alright, great. With this as a board, I don't think we can possibly defeat. Yeah, this is terrible. Yeah, I think we are dead. They just casually put like 16 power into play. Alright, we lose. I mean, they're playing main deck Nihil Spellbombs, which is not ideal, but yeah, the blasts definitely were hard to deal with, and I don't know. I feel like game 1, it's possible I could have played better, but I think the lack of not finding a third land after digging that deep in the deck was ridiculous. Game 2, I don't think I had a chance. Yeah, I had too much removal game 2. And the Spellbomb kept pressuring me too much, so... You're on the draw. We can't keep that. Alright. They're deciding to keep 7 hands while we obviously can't keep that. I don't really dig this, but I guess I'm going to keep it, and I'll put Counterspell on the bottom. My hand just feels weird. I was over at Dave & Buster's playing games with my friend for a while. This looks like could be an issue. Really like to have a thing to kill that. Alright, what are we getting here? Putting 3-drop into play. What is it? We're dead. We have just lost. Like, we're getting fucking stone rained to death. I feel like there is 100% chance that they're gonna stone rain me again. It is possible that we just keep drawing lands, but they play probably more of these than we're gonna have lands. Yeah, like this is fucking terrible. Yep. How does this happen to us? Like, what the hell? I don't even want to do anything now because, like, we're just fucked. Like, I guess if for some reason they don't have a threat, then maybe we're okay. But they have 4 mana. Like, the chance that they don't have a threat, or yeah, for 5, like, yeah, that's gonna be fine. Like, I can't do anything about this. This is terrible. I need Spell Pierce badly. I needed to keep a hand that had, like, more than 1 land in it, but I just didn't have a choice. They were on the play with Arbor Elf into Thermokarst. Like, what are we doing here? Alright, this game's over. Alright, Spell Pierce. Yeah, and probably want these gut shots because we want to kill the stupid elves. I don't know how much the lifelink is gonna matter here. Maybe we can cut some of those. The counterspells feel like they probably matter. The dispels probably don't. The edicts are okay. I don't know if I need all of them. I'm just going to cut these and see how we do. I don't know if they're for this match or not. I mean, this is better, I think, so we can keep this. They're not going to be stone raining us this game. Bottom. I want to find us the swamp so that we can actually play our black stuff. Okay, nothing now. That's fine. I'm looking for more counters here. They just have to do it the hard way this time. Oh, fuck, I was supposed to cast the Thought Scour. That's my fault. It's okay. If I don't cast the Spell Pierce now this turn I have to cast Thought Scour. Otherwise, I just end up... I might Spell Pierce anything that goes after my Rock Tunnel, or my Ice Tunnel here. And then just try to jam Gurmag while I still can. That's pretty good, because now I can play the Gurmag and leave up the Counterspell. I guess it doesn't really matter what I get rid of here. All right, it feels like we're in a much better spot now. Actually, I guess I could have used Snuff Out on it, but I don't want to give them the token. Yeah, they don't need the treasure token. This feels like we're in a good spot here. If it's just another one of these things, I will just kill it. I don't think I actually care about this. If that's all they have, then they're gonna die. Yeah, they're stuck on 3 lands. Sure, that's not gonna do anything. We only have to fade one more turn, and I feel like we've got a really good chance to do this. We can cast these Snuff Outs. Yeah, like I don't think that there's anything they can realistically do here that's going to save them. They would need, I don't know, something. Yeah, they need a lot. They're not going to get it. Okay. So blue elemental blast it does counter the stone rains, and I don't know if there's anything else I really need to worry about with it. Honestly, it felt like we were doing pretty fine. The spell pierces looked pretty good. I think I'm gonna run this back. I don't think, yeah, it didn't look like we needed the fangs at all. So, I think we can keep this. We can go with the island so that no matter what they do, we can have spell pierce up. Or if, I guess if they play the elf, we can just snuff it out, and then we're also fine. That actually might be. It's a little more aggressive, but it might be okay. They mold a 6. I think we have to keep this. So yeah, we can play this, and then this is nice because this like we can play this tap land and still use it to cast a spell. It's basically like we're tapping it for a black. This is sort of like Fatal Push in our deck. So. Okay, well, we don't have any elf to worry about in turn 1. That's good. Which means there's probably nothing we have to worry about in turn 2. Alright, so let's get this out while we have the opportunity to do so. We have enough lands where we can probably weather this game. Yeah, turn 3, the shields will not be down. It might be for them. Okay, they're going to play Sprawl here. That's fine. this turn probably want to play another spell. Like, maybe I play the Preordain. Interesting. How many more lands do I realistically care about? I don't think that lands are what I really want at the moment. Okay, that actually is fine. Spell Pierce is probably safe to draw here. So I guess they could have like Stone Rain plus like Red Elemental Blast or something like that. But I mean, we can't do much about it if that's the case. They have that, but I mean, what are you going to do? They do not have a blast. Okay, good. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, we can just brainstorm, I guess, on their turn if I need to. They're at what, 4 cards too. We're winning on cards, so like creatures are not a problem because we can just kill them. Yeah, that's fine. What do I not want here? Probably the Consider, but and then we'll put the Ice Tunnel. Okay. Draw. Excellent. Okay. Okay. I think it's pretty safe to play the Terror now. Like, they have 2 cards left, and I'm not sure what they could have here, but we have the Counterspell, and like at this point, it doesn't matter if they blow up the lands or not. So I think we're pretty good here. Acid Moss. They're gonna blow up their own thing. What? Oh, they just gave up. Okay. Alright, never mind. It's like, okay, that doesn't make sense. I assumed that they would blow up the one that's indestructible, but I guess they were just frustrated that they felt like they didn't have a way to win, so they just did something silly to win or end the game. So our fishies got there. Our nice serpent fishy is the one that really closed that for us. They got us because our opening hand in game 1 was pretty rough, and they had the element of surprise. But games 2 and 3, we really just like kind of crushed them. So when we know what's coming, like we have cards to deal with that deck, I think. Affinity still probably seems rough though. I don't know if maybe there's cards that I don't know like what cards blue black can play that like would help deal with it better. But yeah, that seems like it's a little bit difficult. Really, what is it? I think Ashes to Ashes is, or was it Dust to Dust? Yeah, Dust to Dust. I think is the white one that exiles like 2 artifacts. It's probably like the best card against Affinity now. Um, this is a really interesting hand. I guess I'm gonna keep this. We're in the draw. Alright, whatever. Hope that Counterspell in turn 2 will be good enough. That's not good. There's a few decks that could be, and I don't think I'm happy to see any of them. And I guess if they do nothing next turn. There's the island. Probably, I mean, the other option, I could Thought Scour this. Yeah, I guess we're doing that. Like, I can Thought Scour and try to, like, improve my hand a little bit. But it means Gurmag is not going to come out for a little while. So I probably need to put up Counterspell. Ooh, God. Fuck! I didn't use the Thought Scour. What am I doing? Alright. Okay, well that helps a little bit. Well, I haven't given away what we're doing yet, so... Sure. This looks like this is probably another affinity deck. Not really pleased with that. Alright, I gotta absolutely cast this thing. Here, we'll just do this now. Alright. Ice Tunnel. Really want to try to get the Terror out first before I go after the Angler. Because it'll be easier to get two things into play if I can play this first. I mean, I don't think that... I don't know if that's the card I'm supposed to use Counterspell on. It seems like everything that they play is dangerous. That one's probably worth countering. Well, that didn't really help me with the Terror. So right now I can easily get rid of 4 cards here for Gurmag. I mean, if I get rid of the 4 lands, then I can play it, I guess. Alright. Of course, I have another one. Yep. Which means their 1/1 is going to sit back and probably block the Angler. No attacks. Interesting. Okay. That thing is indestructible, so I could trade the Angler for these two, but it's not really going to be great. Can cast the... I mean... It's not ideal. Like, yeah, this thing... is flying. Ugh. I don't like that at all. Yeah, they have a really easy blocking kill it, right? Like if they attacked with the frog, or like I don't know, if they attacked with something, it would have been better. But all right, we still have 2 more of these. Maybe it's getting to the point where it's worth trying to trade some of them. No, that's gonna make life real hard. Again, they have main deck fucking spell bombs, which is difficult. guess I should just cast another terror while I have my graveyard to help me. Yeah, I don't know why they let me get to main phase. They let me put another 5/5 into play. I thought for sure they would do it, like, at least in my upkeep. So. I don't like attacking here, but I mean, our board is okay. We just don't have a plan for this. I think if we draw, like, actually, maybe even just double fangs on something might be good enough at this point. Fuck, I hate this card so much. This is such value. They have, like, infinite cards. Alright. So here, I guess I can go for an attack, and if they like block all three of these in one thing, I can double fangs it to protect it, or I guess if they only block with like these two, one fangs will protect it. Yeah, if they block all three of these on one, then I guess I'm okay with trading this for two of their creatures. Yeah, we'll see. I think that we have to attack here, so we have enough interaction where something can happen. They're gonna take a bajillion damage, so. Alright. Oh, that's not correct. Alright. We will fangs this guy. I think I will just hold up Counterspell and Dispel for whatever nonsense they might have. So they lose 2 creatures here and take 5, and we gain 6 life? That seems pretty good. Okay, it resolves. Like, I'm not confident in this matchup at all, but, like, this is probably what we need to be doing here. Alright, feel like this is actually worth disputing, or I mean, dispelling. Yeah, because it's worth 2 cards, so I think that's fine. And maybe they'll have, like, the metallic. They might have been debating whether they wanted to use Metallic Rebuke. That's the read that I have, is they have a Rebuke in hand, and they're just trying to decide whether they should use it here or not. Fucking Galvanic Blast, huh? Okay, so let's let the ward trigger go off first. Okay, and we're gonna counterspell this fucker. No dispute for you, and then everything trades favorably for me. Okay, that was about as well as I could have gone. But this does tell me they probably have a dispute in hand. That is my read. Alright. Yeah, they're gonna make some more indestructible blockers, I guess. I don't know, like, I don't have a way to deal with the indestructible blockers. That's a problem. I guess, no, I have Chainer's Edicts, but it's gonna be a little, it's gonna be hard to, like, actually get them to do their thing. Okay, I guess we're again in a scenario where we should just attack with everything, and then hopefully they block with this thing, and Chainer's Edict will eat one of these things. I guess if they block nothing, they die, right? So they have, yeah, this is free. That's fine. I could do both of these things right now. I can give this one lifelink. They're tapped out, so this will die. They'll take 6. All right, that was a pretty good turn. It's about as well as that could have gone for us. So they do have, I think, one more of these things to get back, right? Because they brought back 2 of them. So here they have 3 blockers again. We only have 5 lands here, so we're not really in range of flashing this back. But we could just play the other Gurmag Angler, and that helps us a lot too. I mean, this is free, so we may as well do it. Snuff Out is not bad. I think the Preordain is also free. If I put the 2 Snuff Outs here, they could still have Galvanic, so I got to be wary of that. No, but I think this is fine, right? Because no, I want to keep up enough mana so I can cast Gurmag Angler and a Snuff Out. So I think what I do here is top and then top. Just in case they do have a Counterspell. Which they can't double block one of these or they do die. So they have to like just block and take 5. Interesting. Why would you not block the one that deals 6? That doesn't make sense. Okay. And then here we cast this, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, I mean, sure, that's fine. You can blast that. Does it? Oh, I guess yeah, because I guess that does because they couldn't pay for the ward, so the only thing they could kill was Gurmag Angler, so yeah, that makes sense. They have to play another creature here or they're dead, right? So what's it gonna be? And if we top deck an Edict, they're dead. This is not good for them. They are in the danger zone. Draw a fucking like Frogmite or something, or okay, they found a Mirror Enforcer, so we find removal, we win. Um, Otherwise, again, we just attack and they have to throw away Mirror Enforcer, so. Alright, let's dig. We do have removal. Snuff Out. Oh god, yeah, okay. Let's go put on top. Put on top. Yeah. yeah, so, yeah, this looks like this should be fine. We attack, and then they're dead. Alright. Fuck it, we stole a game against Affinity. Great, excellent. Alright. Tox, what is your recommendation for sideboarding here? Because I didn't really see a whole lot that we could do that was going to help last time. So I'm not sure like about I mean the Annul definitely is one of the cards that has to come in, but like this doesn't really feel like the sideboard does a whole lot. Fangs, I think we need like all the removal here. But they do have Red Elemental Blast, but that's like the only thing I think that the blasts are hitting that, and like the blue blast only hit their removals, so I'm not sure how good that is. I guess yeah, that's really all it is. I don't know if it doesn't feel like Spell Pierce is that great either. Like it's got to be okay, but it's not like fantastic by any means. None of these cards look like they're gonna help me here. Like I know that they're gonna play spell. They have main deck Spellbomb, so like yeah, if they have more in the sideboard, they're coming in for sure. I mean, these do counter the removal and they counter like the Deadly Dispute, so I guess the Dispels are probably fine. Uh, yeah, I am not sure at all here because like this just seems really tough no matter what I'm doing. I don't think the gut shots are going to be terribly effective because they don't kill the important things. Guess I can get rid of a Consider. Like, I don't really feel like any of these are going to help us, so I guess we just kind of have to get lucky again. Okay. We took a game at least, so that's plus. Somehow we were able to go wider than they were, which doesn't feel like that should be a thing. This is not going to really stop them from doing what they're doing, but I kind of get the impression that like maybe we need to do this just because we have to try to race them with these guys. I don't know that it's going to be effective. But I'm going to try it, I guess. And I will start aggressively filling up my graveyard and hope that they don't have spell bombs. Okay, well, Blood Fountain's not the worst thing that could have happened here. Yeah, like yeah, it's exactly it. Like, I don't really expect a whole lot better. They don't have a Frogmite. That's nice. Alright. Yeah, okay. Guess we're just passing and bluffing a counterspell for the time being. And again, probably have to aggressively fill up my graveyard to get this terror out. Unless if they spellbomb me right now, then I'm not gonna cast it, so. Okay. Edict is fine, and let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play the terror for 2. I guess I'll play the Consider. Oh, I think I want that on top. That's probably going to matter. Alright. That sucks. Yeah. At least, like, hopefully I get to try again with Gurmag. That would be nice. That's fine. I can kill that. Uh-oh. It's starting to thunderstorm here. Uh, yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay, so yeah, the rest of this is fine. Just not the Edict. I guess it might be worth using Preordain here. Because if I can find another Serpent, I probably want to play it right now. Alright. I tried. So I guess, yeah, that's... Our only plan here is really to, like, brainstorm at the end step. Yeah. The weather's starting to take a turn. Hopefully it's not going to affect the power. They have 7 cards in hand. That's like, they're so dangerous. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a thing. Alright, sure. I can't do anything about that. Okay. What are the cards I don't want here? Probably Thought Scour Island. Because I think I want to mental note and try to find another removal spell. I don't know how much that's going to help me at this point. I mean, I can play the Terror here, but... Alright. Show me what you got. It's not really going to change the calculus very much. You can go bottom, bottom, and then hope for, well, that actually is pretty good. No, you know what? I'll take that. Terror first. Because this, yeah, we don't have to worry about exiling stuff for that. And then Gurmag. So we want... We have no choice but to go wide. Like, that's the only realistic option that we have, so... Yeah, all the rest of these are spells. So. And I want to cast this stuff before they find a thing to exile the graveyard. So, like, I have to be aggressive. Like, it's realistically the only way I can possibly beat them. They're not going to block. Alright, interesting. That seemed like that was a pretty easy block with this Artificer, because they have the Blood Fountain. Their hand surprisingly doesn't seem like it's that great. They haven't done a whole lot yet, so if I can put my foot on their throat while they have nothing really going on here, then I need to, before they start getting more of these things becoming indestructible. Once they have a second one online, it makes it a lot harder because they can double block and kill my stuff. So I really need to, like, if I can kill this, then a Chainer's Edict can clean this up, which would be nice. So a Snuff Out would be great, or another Edict would be great. They might be thinking about, like, Galvanic Blast or Pirate Blast, but they don't have the Ward mana for this right now, so they can't really pay it. And with just these, it's a pretty safe attack into them because this is not going to kill any of my guys. Yeah, exactly. We got to get them into having to single block everything because that's that one. If we can get them there, then we can realistically win this game. But I don't think that we're going to win otherwise. If they start like finding a bunch of Frogmites and stuff to put into play, like we're sunk. But it kind of looks like they don't have a lot of that, so they might have the guy that lets them throw a bunch of artifacts away. Now there's the Spellbomb, so there we go. See, we had to get this stuff out before that became a thing. Okay, and they do the Shaman. Alright, so they might have to throw away like 5 artifacts to like clear the board here. And then they'll keep their 3/3. I mean, it's not really because they're like their plan is they're just going to throw away 5 things here so that they can clear the board. But it doesn't leave them with a whole lot, so. And now it means I can Chainer's Edict the bridge away. And they didn't use the actual. They didn't. We still have a graveyard, so this Consider might still help us. Alright, we're not fucked yet. Like, we still have hope. Alright, I guess let's do this first, because there's no way that I'm not doing that. I definitely want that on top. Second. And I guess get rid of a Consider. Okay. We have done about as much as we can. Another land brings these edicts online, so there is that. They're gonna waste double blast here? They wasted double blast, alright, so we've gone through half of our threats. That's, I mean, I guess we can just kill a thing, but that's not ideal. It's definitely an interesting exchange for sure, so. Alright. Hmm? They play a land. Wait, do you have a creature to play? No, they do not. Can we find a cantrip or something? Counterspell is sort of okay. I should not have F6 there in case they tried to, like, use a dispute or something. Or the draw two. Absolutely fucking not. No, we're not doing that. I guess we are doing that. They found Blast, so... Yikes. Alright. Alright, what's your last card here? Deadly Dispute. Okay. Sure. I may as well play it because now if I need to cast the Snuff Out, I can pay for the 3 for the Metallic Rebuke. Yeah, this guy does a thing. What else you got there, champ? I'm gonna do this now. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, I have to kill one of these things. I guess I may as well kill the Enforcer. I can make them sack the 1/1, but that's not terribly great. Okay, I think they have 2 lands in hand, it looks like. Alright, I guess I'm just casting this. So I need to play the Terror. They'll get rid of the Enforcer, and then we play this guy. Hopefully they don't find another creature so I can flash this Edict back and kill this thing, because otherwise I'm dead. Probably. I need them to just not draw more stuff. That's bad. Alright, so now we need the lifelink thing. Nope, never mind. They're just gonna kill all my stuff again. This doesn't... So, like, I don't think it matters at this point. Yeah, we are actually just dead because they can kill off my entire board. Alright. That's the game. Alright, I guess we're just running this back and just hoping that it works this time. Do not want to play Affinity, and that's 2 out of the 3 games we played so far. Or matches, I should say, but... We have to find an island with this, but this actually does feel like we could reasonably do this. So I can brainstorm and then get rid of the 2 cards I don't like here. They mulled to 6. Okay, that helps a little. Okay, that's fine. What do I not need right now? Fuck. Yeah, I guess I'm just aggressively killing off their creatures if I can. That's pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess this is worth it. That on top, and guess I could put both of these on top. Now we can start delving stuff. Alright. Still have a pile of removal, so yeah, fountain's a thing. I think I don't need to do this right now. I'll just cast the Terror next turn, hopefully. Okay, that's gotta be good for us, right? They're not doing anything of substance here. I don't like that. I guess that, well, they have to sack their whole board to get rid of this, right? Are they willing to do that? Because I don't think that's good for them. They could have a rebuke here, so I'm not going to do that. I think I just cast Consider here. And I will snuff out them on my turn. Yeah, I didn't think so. I guess if I play this now, I put them in a position where they... Are they going to have the mana to do this? They have 4. They could theoretically do it, but they'd have to sacrifice their entire board for that. I think I'm on board with this plan. If I can force them to literally sacrifice their board, I'm fine with it. See if I can find a counterspell. Alright, sure, that's countered. The fangs might work anyway. That still might be good enough. Okay. Alright, what do we got? Have a lot left. Like, this is it. If I ever get to another Chainer's Edict, like if I keep drawing the lands for this, I need 2 more lands. I have 2 in the graveyard, so that's not enough either. But at least I can just start gaining a bajillion more life. We're close. We can almost do this. No! Fuck! They had an Edict. I don't think I've seen them play that card yet. No! Why? We got so close. I don't think this thing is going away now. Well, bye-bye, Shaman. Okay, 1 land puts us back in this if we can top deck an island. And they don't play another creature somehow. Oh, they have a third one? Are you fucking kidding me? What is this? This is ridiculous. I can't. This is just too much. I'm taking 8 here. Like, yeah, this is over. All right, you got. I can't come back from that. So hard against this affinity deck. All right. Give me 1 second. We will be right back. Of course. Why was that not? I'm still here. I just have a minor mishap to deal with. One more minute. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. It's alright, we're here. Ta-da. I had some little bug friends that decided that they wanted to, well, not so little actually, but they wanted to take refuge on my window in the inside of my room, and I was not okay with that. So, alright. So it seems like we're struggling with affinity. I have stink bugs. I live in Pennsylvania. They're like all over the place. I went basically like all winter without seeing them, but like today there were just 2 on the fucking window. It's probably because it was raining out, so I have some spiders in here, but I don't see them very often. As long as I don't have to see them, I'm fine with it. So the stink bugs are terrible. You have to get rid of them. They're awful. Seems like we're struggling versus Affinity, so maybe we need to have some better sideboard cards for that. I don't know what we could play though that's realistically going to make a huge difference. Yeah, spiders are better than things spiders eat. Spiders tend to stay out of the way, so the things spiders eat do not tend to stay out of the way. Maybe I was thinking maybe something like Steel Sabotage, but like I don't know. There's not a whole lot. I maybe something like Vapor Snag, but it doesn't seem very good either. I don't know. Affinity in Pauper is really, really good. I think that it's perpetually like on the Pauper watch list. Like Affinity has had cards banned from it in the past, and I guarantee at some point in the future it will have cards be banned again. But for right now, it's hanging in there like just under the radar. But I would not be surprised if at some point in the next year or two it sees more bans. The indestructible lands, I think, are actually the problem with Affinity. Yeah, like there's nothing that really deals with their mana base very well, especially when they're indestructible. So that's why it's like ashes to ashes or bust. We are on the play. We have Preordain. Like I think we're supposed to keep this. Like we have lands and we can dig for more lands. I don't know. I guess this is fine. The other thing is like Affinity's mana fixing is also still very good, and they get to be like the best mid-range deck by drawing all of the cards. So yeah, there are a lot of the cards that like are dangerous to like artifacts are not like they don't exist in Pauper. Stuff like Hercule's Recall is not really a thing, so they don't have null rods to worry about. No collector oofs. There's like nothing that really holds artifacts back here. And some of the only red cards that did don't hit like half of the cards in Affinity because of the indestructible land. So, even if you wanted to play stuff that like blows up the artifacts, like maybe Gorilla Shaman or something, or it doesn't really deal with the problem, like because they still have all of the artifact lands, so Mox Monkey is sad. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, indestructible common dual type lands is probably not great. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but we'll see. Alright, I guess we're just gonna pass here and then we can fill up our graveyard or counter something, so we'll see. I'd really like to find a land to put into play with it, so or a tap land, so can start using this removal. Yeah, no, we're not dealing with that. At least I get to keep Counterspell up, and we're gonna fill up the graveyard a bunch, so. Common Soul Sisters payoffs, maybe. Alright, Thraben Inspector, sure, go for it. Like, I feel like we should be okay against this deck. I'm not sure how good the removal is going to be versus it, but we have 4 cards left here. I'm guessing they might just crack the clue. Oops. Not that. Sure, we'll Brainstorm. I definitely think that we are supposed to put these Snuff Outs on top. And then upkeep, we have to mental note them away. Because we are not going to be casting them anytime in the near future. Okay, that's actually fine. That's less fine, but we can, I don't know, hopefully start clearing up some of this nonsense now. Sure, they just draw a card. Okay, reasonable. No, we are not going to be doing that. And we have to crack one of these Chainer's Edicts to try to keep them off of this. Alright. They need 3 creatures to flash this back. This could get hit with something like Journey to Nowhere, so I don't have any protection for it at the moment. Luminous Phantom, okay. Oh, there they have their 3rd creature now, so... Battles, yeah, so now these Chainer's Edicts are just really bad. Because they can, like, tap all their creatures, just, make 2 more birds. Yep. So I guess there are black sweepers that would help with these decks, so that is a thing. The best thing to do, honestly, might be to just give this thing lifelink and just attack. So I need to gain the life. You should. I like Pauper as a format. I mean, I think that, again, it suffers a little bit from the Modern Horizons fucked up Magic in general thing, but overall, it's still a pretty good format. There's the Journey to Nowhere, and I think that's going to kill us. So our deck does not have the kind of sweepers in the sideboard to deal with this. And I don't have, I don't have any counter spells left for this. This is not going to help me. Edict is so bad in this match, but I have nothing. Like, all the removal we're playing in general is just really, really bad. Yeah, I don't actually think that we can beat this board state. Like, Snuff Out is really good, but it's only good against, like, decks that are, going heavy on, like, big things. Like, I like Snuff Out because, and I would definitely play that card, but the fact that this deck is not playing anything that, like, deals with, like, X1s and X2s is a huge problem. You need something that actually clears the board of these kind of cards. Like, at this point, like, yeah, we're just lost. Like, this is too wide. We are never gonna clear through that. Gut Shot is, like, sort of okay, but I don't feel like it's amazing. Probably get rid of Dispel. Yeah, like, I don't know how good Snuff. Like, I don't know. The problem is, like, yeah, it costs 2 life instead of 4. I mean, I don't think I can afford to be paying 4 life to kill off 1 creature in this deck. That doesn't seem like that's gonna work. Um, yeah. Once they get their engine going, they can just kind of, like, block forever. So that's really awful. All right, we have a little bit of a better game here now. This is actually pretty bad. We have no way to, like, actually put anything in the graveyard to get this going, so I have to mulligan this. I think this is significantly better. We just probably dump a Spell Pierce. Alright. Let's go. Come on. See if our fishies can do anything. Alright. Not really where I wanted to be. Consider find me an island, please. Alright, cool. So we're actually pretty far on the way to making Terror work for us right now. Okay, they're gonna yeah, they have to return a land. Sure. Okay. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can definitely play our Terror right now. Actually, turn off auto yields because end step I probably want to do this if they don't do anything. Can't block it. They really just let me hit them for 5? Like, no, I guess they didn't have anything they could do, right? This has flying, so they're gonna block with it, so they may as well attack. Squadron Hawk feels like something I should probably counter. Let's not give them a bajillion things. Exodus Forward Art. I want Exodus Forward Artisan to be a thing so badly. You have no idea. That format sounds like the tits. I would play the fuck out of that format. Alright, I feel like we've got a chokehold in this one. So now they're in, they can't attack or they lose, and we can just, like, Spell Pierce and Counterspell our way to victory here. No. We're not doing that. Yeah, no. Whoa! That is ridiculously brave. They just attacked. Alright, cool. We need them to have another game like that, so let's go. I feel like yeah, that format could be really, really fun. Alright. This is kind of similar to what we had to Mulligan last time, where I don't think this lonely Brainstorm, like, there's a very high chance that this card is going to miss. We go Island and then Brainstorm and then what, Prey? I don't know if that's going to be enough. This is not actually better. No. I have to keep this. Guess I'm getting rid of that and probably a Counterspell, sadly. Maybe I just get rid of. I don't know. This is rough. Right, do I get rid of the Mental Note or the Counterspell? I could try to go all in on Terror. I mean, I feel like I'm on the draw, so the gut shot probably is important. So they play a creature I can kill with it. I need to do so. All right, so here we go. We can do the Brainstorm trick again. Yeah, that's the thing. It's gonna happen. They're gonna have like infinite Squadron Hawks. So they got 2. That makes sense. So they don't have to discard any. All right. Fuck. I think these Gurmags... Actually, I think maybe keep one Gurmag... Fuck, I don't want to draw... I guess we're going to draw one of these 3 cards. Guess we get rid of the Fangs and Gurmag here, and then mill 2 of them away. Yeah, and then do this. Alright. Well, I was hoping that we could actually draw something for real, but... Alright, so we got 4 here. We're close to this. This mental note might get us to a terror. We just drew another one of these anyway. Oops. No, we're not passing through this turn. At least if they journey away this terror, then I can... Yeah, I still have Gurmags as backup here, so that's nice. Let's kill this right now. Before it gets a +1/+1 counter from the connive. Their hand is still stocked, but we at least have a board. They can't attack us, so that's nice. Spell Pierce could potentially be helpful. I guess let's attack. You've activated my trap card. Well, I guess we're gonna cast this other Gurmag next turn before Relic gets cracked, so... Oh, fuck. Alright, this is the only opportunity I'm gonna get to cast this. My board is bigger than yours, and that's what I'm just gonna have to rely on here. Alright. Alright, sure, you have a journey. Get rid of one of my guys. You have to block 2 things, though, so there is that. Assuming they bounce, what, a land? They bounced the Relic, okay. Let's see. Yeah, they have to... Yeah, if they want to double block something, they have to lose 2 creatures, so... We just jam, and then that's fine. Hope Counterspell's enough to get us there. Alright. Come on, the power of Counterspell. They cast like a Battle Screech, then we're okay. They might just cast the Squadron Hawks, though. That's the safe thing to do. Militia Bugler, let's not do that, please. Sure, you can cast one Hawk, but that means you lose your board, right? It also means we win if we top deck removal, so. Okay, attack for free. So we know they have, what, Relic and Squadron Hawk in their hand? Now they've used, they didn't search for one, right? No, they did search for one. So they have Relic, Squadron Hawk, and then Mystery Card at the moment. Alright. Probably not enough to beat Counterspell. Because 3 Hawks are... Is that 3 or is it just 2? No, 3 of them are dead. Alright, so they're going to crack the clue. I don't know what they're looking for, but it's not going to be enough. Alright, we win. Excellent. I feel like we kind of got a little bit lucky in the last game. I would feel a lot better with having some better sideboard cards. I don't know. Like, if maybe that deck's not super common, so we don't have to worry about it, but in general, I don't like playing, black decks and Pauper without some sort of, 2 toughness sweeper, and I feel like this is exactly the kind of match where you want, like that and, elves and, goblins and those sort of decks. Really important to have those sweepers, so... But, I don't know, maybe they're not, that big of a problem. So far, we have lost to Affinity twice. We have beaten the Stone Rain deck. Yeah, Ponza. Yeah, we beat Ponza, and then we beat the Mono White aggro. So here we go. If we win this, then our fishies come out on top, and we win prizes. Alright, come on, let's go. Can we find our last opponent, today, please? Alright. 2 minutes. Go. Oh, I don't want to wait 2 minutes. That means we might be waiting 4 minutes, and then if we have to wait 4 minutes, that means we might have to wait 8 minutes. It's a whole thing. It's taking too long. Give us a match. Give us a match as long as it's not Affinity. I don't want to play against that deck a third time. Come on, Magic the Gathering Online. What could these people possibly be doing that's more important than playing Pauper so that we can finish our league? I can't think of a single thing. There we go. It took 3 minutes, but we finally we got there. All right, we are on the play, and his hand looks like it's pretty reasonable. So, I think that I'm probably just gonna start with the Ice Tunnel and go from there. All right, we'll keep it. You have a Brainstorm, and hopefully that can find us some more mill spells. So. They mold a 6. It means if they play an aggressive creature in turn, if they play a Swift Spear, we have a Snuff Out for it right away. So Nope, Thornwood Falls. Not sure what that means, but that's probably not a good sign. Alright. Island. Okay. Well, Brainstorm plus Mental Note is good. Hopefully they'll give us a better hint. Desert! What the fuck? Desert? Are you kidding me? Alright, I get the feeling that maybe the removal's not that important for this matchup. I'm gonna get rid of Chainer's Edict and Dispel. Alright. Do I want to cast this here? I don't actually think that I do. I think I just want to pass. I don't know what exactly they're up to here, but I feel like I'm safer with the Counterspell now. Could have got rid of the Unexpected Fangs, I guess. Actually, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Did I, or, no, I drew this, right? Accumulated Knowledge is going to draw one card, sure. I am okay with this. Okay. Alright, I'll consider here. Sure. Definitely going to want to mental note before my upkeep. But for right now, let's get this terror out and hold up this counterspell. Fucking Arcane Denial, huh? I have no idea what's going on here, but this is an interesting set of cards that we're up against. Okay. Alright, so they're going to draw 2 this time. Growth Chamber. They're ramping out a lot of mana here. Alright, so upkeep here, I have to mental note. So I don't want to draw this land. Do you have a main deck Dispel? I don't think you do. Okay, Brainstorm. Alright, let's see if we can jam another one here. Increase our clock a little bit. I don't know what they're doing, but I want to gain some life just to give myself a little buffer. It's alright. It feels like they might be some sort of combo deck. Maybe they're like turbo fog of some kind. Okay, so yeah, they are going to fog me here. I was really hoping I could draw the counterspell there, but we did not find it. Pieces of the puzzle. This feels like they're getting more fogs. They got Moment's Peace and Tangle, so this is a fog deck. So, alright. So basically what we have to do is just only attack with one of these each turn. Wonder if I should start milling them with like these thoughts. Well, I don't know. It might be a little bit too late for that. Okay, sure. I know they have at least 2 more fog effects that I have to fight through here. Storm. Alright. So this is just like turbo fog. Okay. So I think their plan is they're going to try to like they're going to try to mill my deck out. So I should probably stop putting cards in the graveyard. Alright, well, we have to eat up a fog every turn, so. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to attack with both of them there. I don't think it mattered. Alright. Alright, let's force them to use a fog. Okay. Oh my god, this is their third one. I don't know if I can actually deal enough damage here. Well, a counterspell, I guess, helps. Preordain and Moment's Peace. Alright. They only have one. We might be... No, well, they're at 36, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's get our extra 1 damage in from these things, so... Alright, so I don't know, I'm gonna not cast this Thought Scour on myself. I've used 3 of them. Have I used 3 or only 2? 1, 2... So there theoretically should be 1 more for me to draw, so I can mill them by 4 cards. But I have to have a counterspell for this stream of Thought, I think. Right, I think that's the one. Oh, they're gonna replicate it like a bajillion times. I actually might be lost here. Like, this is looking bad. Um, yeah, we're losing 12 cards. I can't actually kill them. Like, if they do this to me again, I'm just screwed. How many more counters do I have in my deck? There's one in the graveyard. There should be like two more still in the deck. But I probably don't have enough time. That was a dead draw. We had like one turn, I think, where if we had a counterspell, we could theoretically have turned it around. They did not even bother to Moment's Peace that. There's still two of them in the graveyard, so yeah, like, one counterspell is not beating them. I need at least two, probably three. And there's only like two more left in my deck, and they are now drawing like a bajillion cards. Yeah. Okay. What does my deck look like? 7 cards left, so I think there's like two counter spells, like maybe two more Gurmag Anglers. I don't think it matters. I need at least 2 attacks in them, and it is super unlikely I'm going to get them in. Yeah, they still have two more Moments Peace in the graveyard plus 7 cards in their hand. All right, I believe you. I believe that you can hold me off for 6 turns with what you have. All right, so we have to be really ridiculously aggressive with this. Spell Pierce is important, and maybe Gut Shot. Like, Snuff Out seems terrible, and Chainer's Edict seems terrible. Gut Shot at least does damage to them. Actually, no. Nihil Spellbomb is important. We need this card. All right. Okay, I think if we do it like this. They sideboard in Terrors, I think, so maybe we're supposed to keep Edicts in. So we can also cast them from the graveyard. Unexpected Fangs I don't think is necessary. The Edicts might be if they bring in Terrors, so I guess we want them. We'll bring in one Gut Shot just because it's got to be better than... I don't know. Maybe the Fangs is worth 1. Alright, sure. I don't think my life is relevant in this match. No, that's not going to do it. So it's not exactly a great hand, but I don't really have a lot of alternatives. As long as they're just playing a pile of counterspells and yeah, I guess I don't need the Edict, and I can get rid of a Brainstorm. Because it's fine if the Edict goes to the graveyard, because I can always cast it from there later. Oh, yeah. Uh, okay. We have our Gurmag, we have some counter spells, and hopefully can start punching through this nonsense. Yeah, they're gonna gain a bunch of life. That sucks, but this is just really tough. I don't know how I'm supposed to defeat this. No, 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 no. Get the fuck out of here. We're not doing this shit. My chat is not a place to advertise nonsense. Um, okay. I think that one only helped me. Because now it turns on like more creatures that, I couldn't have cast before, so but I still don't feel very good about the coming turns. Dispel was a very good draw. Gurmag is also great. Okay, we have a clock. I would like to not deal with that. He slammed that shit with the might of Zeus. Alright. Getting 10. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Maybe like they hope that they'll sneak it by while nobody's paying attention, and then like chat sees it, but the mods don't. I don't know. But no, this is not a place where we're doing that shit. So we ban them on site. Okay. We might have enough counter magic to actually punch through this. Um. They only have 3 cards, so there's a very real chance that this works. That, like, if we can counter 2 things this turn, that might just be good enough. Okay. I can't possibly imagine that this is gonna matter, but no, it's not going to. All right. All right. What's the plan here? Destroy target artifact. Um. Please work. Just barely. Okay. So you're telling me there's a chance. Fuck. All right. Oh my god. Alright, so they did have the Terror, so yeah, the Chainer's Edicts probably do matter for that. I don't think I change anything here. The Fangs are really poor, but I don't really have anything else. They're not playing any red spells for Elemental Blast. Artifact or enchantment spells, I don't think I remember them playing anything that would get hit. Yeah, so I guess it's either Fangs or Gut Shot. One of the two. Fangs is probably slightly more relevant, but not by a lot. So, like, we just need like 3 counter spells in the last like turn, and then we're okay. Okay, well, we have 4 creatures here, and we do have a counter spell, but this is kind of risky. We're on the draw, not doing anything. Feel like we have to be much. We have to have a better hand than that. This is actually worse. All right, we have to keep this. We're getting rid of Fangs, and yes, we're getting rid of Spellbomb, but I mean the rest of this is actually pretty nice. So we have an island, so we can like consider right away, or brainstorm. Probably Brainstorm is the way to go. Probably while they're tapped out as well. Um. Oh, they're finally getting... Oh, nope, they're not getting wise to this. They didn't counter my Thought Scour. Fuck. Alright. Draw a land, return. That's not a land. I really needed a land there. Mm-hmm. We have our Terror, and they're tapped out for this turn, so we should be able to resolve it. Um... Okay, we do have a pile of counter spells, but Spell Pierce is like less effective at this stage of the game. Oops. Yeah, it is Delver time. Oh fuck, I should have Spell Pierced that. I totally missed that. That was a fuck up on my part, because now that makes the Spell Pierces that much worse. Okay. So we lost a Gurmag Angler, but we gained a Chainer's Edict in case they go for their Terror. I'm still probably going to use a Counterspell if they played a Terror. I need to replace these with better cards. We lost another Gurmag, but we gained another Terror. Okay, that's good. Alright. I have to play the Ice Tunnel next turn. Alright, we're getting close to this again, so... If we can pick up like one more counterspell, we might be set. I'm definitely going to Spell Pierce this one. I'm just going to attack with one because we're on a 2-turn clock, and I'm hoping this puts them in a position where if we draw another counterspell, we might be fine to just kill them. That's the hope. Wow, they have like bajillion cards in hand now. Okay, so this will put them to 16. So it'd still be 2 attacks, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, well, we're losing our graveyard now. It probably doesn't matter because we can still, like, cast everything, but... There is a counterspell in the graveyard. That's actually not terrible. Alright. They'll probably let us just attack with these. They honestly should consider, like, fogging these attacks and not going to the last minute, though. Alright. Okay, that if they burn to counterspell on that, I'm okay with this. Mm. All right. Well, we're in the position where we have two counter spells, but I'm assuming they're going to gain. Okay, they're just casting more spells here. Why are they just interesting? They just want to draw more cards. I don't get it. Oh, I see. They countered their own spell so they could draw like 3 cards. Maybe that means they're worried that they might die. Okay, they took damage. That's good. We're probably never beating them on cards. What we need to do is beat them on counter spells. Sure. So right now there's one moment's peace here, so like yeah, we have to kind of force them to. We have to have more counters than they have like mana to actually do stuff. So that represents 3 mana they need to like go off, but they are dead next turn. Over there, we still probably have to attack with everything next turn. I only attacked with 2 here because I was trying to incentivize them not to burn this yet. All right. 1 counterspells here. I think if we can pick up a Dispel, that would be pretty awesome. Yeah, we lost a Spell Pierce here, but there's at least 1 more counterspell. I think another Spell Pierce and 2 Dispels we can draw, which would help us immensely in this turn if we can find it. Mm-hmm. All right, well, I don't know if I'm going to press them here, but we'll see. All right, sure. Using a regular fog is not enough. I need them to try to tap out a little bit more than that. Okay. So if they miss in this, it would be really good. They pick up. Accumulated knowledge and pieces of the puzzle are not really the ones you need here. So this is probably the turn where I need to press them. Because right here they have 2, 4, 6, they have 8 mana. So 3 of it will be for that. So they have effectively 5. And so yeah, 5. Okay. I think that we just have to try to do this here. So moment's peace. So what does this represent? I think this means so right now, so they have 6 left, so they could do this 2 more times. So this is 3, 4, 5, which means I'm hoping that this works. They were just holding a handful of Dispels. So yeah, my Spell Pierce is not going to do anything now. So yeah, we kind of are fucked. Like, if they were just holding a handful of Dispels, like, I can't beat them only using one. I needed them to, like, have to flash this back, or at least use, like, Arcane Denials or something. Them having just Dispel means that there was, like, no hope for this. Like, at this point, it's too late. Like, the Spell Pierce only was going to matter if they had to use the mana there. And there's, like, realistically no chance that they're going to, like, tap out again like that. We just have to keep trying and hope that it gets through at one point. So yeah, so they can still burn. They can flash back. Fuck, they just had another one in hand. So, like, yeah. So there's what, 3 in the graveyard now. Sure. Doesn't really matter. They have 5 cards left in their deck, and they're just going to shuffle them back in. I think they're at the point where they can probably just loop. Yeah, they can probably just loop their stuff forever at this point. Yeah, they're smart. They're not tapping out of everything here. They're going after me. All right. There's a Dispel, and yeah, that should be all my counterspells and all. No, I think I have 1 counterspell and 1 Dispel left. But we're going to lose a bunch more cards here. Here's the Spell Pierce. Yeah, and they restock their graveyard, so, or their library with these. I mean, I guess if I draw exactly Counterspell, then that would work. I think that I have it left in here. We just lost Dispel, so yeah, the game's over. They have enough things. The Spell Pierce isn't enough. All right, that's fine. They got it. We tried really hard, but yeah, that is a nightmare fucking matchup. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit easier than Affinity because it feels like it's possible to get under it if you have, like, the right hand, but that is a really uphill battle. So I don't know. We went 2-3. We lost against, like, I would say 3 pretty difficult matches, and then we beat 2 that were, I don't know, like, one that was, like, probably okay, and then one that seemed like it was probably in our favor because their deck was clunky and the counterspells are really good against them. So I don't know, but maybe I think with a better sideboard, maybe that there could be some more counterplay to this. The 4 blue elemental blasts seem like maybe they're overkill, but maybe it's necessary for burn. I don't know. I feel like maybe with all the Spell Pierces, counterspells, and main deck Dispels, that might be enough, and maybe those could be something else, but it's hard to say because these were, like, dead the entire time. We didn't get to play them against a single one of the decks in this league, so yeah, I don't know. I imagine that the spell bombs are probably okay in some matches, but I didn't really feel it didn't seem like. I guess in the mirror match they're probably really strong, but the gut shots I'm not sure about either. Maybe these are supposed to be like some sort of sweeper. I don't know. But I don't know, the deck was at least interesting to play. Like, there's some I would say that there's a lot of decision making to it. So we don't have like fetches to do with the brainstorm, but we do have the ability to like brainstorm and then mental note to get rid of cards so you don't have to draw them, and then that also ends up fueling your threat. So that seemed pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the deck I think was enjoyable to play. Like, it's just kind of sucks because Affinity was just really hard, and that last match was just really tough as well. Like, we kind of got lucky in the one match, and then like I don't know, we got to a point in the last game, or yeah, where it's like I needed them just not to have one mana like answers, and their hand was completely stocked with them, which is understandable at this point. Like that was a very late in the game, so it was likely they had them. If I don't know, if we were sitting on like a pile of Dispels instead of like Spell Pierce, that could have been different maybe, but Spell Pierce is gonna get like really poor in that match really really quickly. I don't think you can fight them on cards. You have to fight them on mana, and we didn't really get to a good point where we could realistically fight them in the last game. So, yeah, I don't know, like, the Spell Pierce was really the only thing worth bringing in. Like, there's a ton of cards in this here that were, like, just dead. Like, all the removal is just pretty awful against that deck, so, I don't know. Probably, tweak the sideboard a bit, and then it maybe would do better against some of our matches, but I don't know, maybe I feel like Affinities probably deserve some more cards for it, because I know that deck is like it's very very present. I'm not too sure about the other ones, so I wouldn't worry about them as much. Yeah, being forced to tap out during their setup. If Yeah, if we can, like, that helps, but the Pierces become dead pretty quickly. So because we need to like really use our mana early to try to get creatures into play so we can start attacking them. But at the same time, like, you also need to spell pierce them early, and otherwise it's not helping. But I don't know, it's just difficult overall. Like, this is probably not the ideal card to have against them. More Dispel would probably be a lot stronger. So, alright, that's all we got for today. I hope you enjoyed us playing Fishes, alright? Next week we're going to actually play, I think, Merfolk, so... But, there we go. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. That's all I've got for today. If you're watching the replay, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that, and I like to read through all the comments. So, also, yeah, how would you feel, about a format that was just like Pauper, but for uncommons from the Exodus set forward? Exodus Artisan. All right, let's. I'm curious to know, like, if that's something that you guys, had ever thought about, because I think that would be an amazing idea for a format, and I would love to see if it could get established somehow. It feels like there'd be an immense amount of depth to it that would be really fun to play. There's tons and tons of really cool cards and strategies that could be enabled there. Like, Pauper's pretty powerful, but I feel like Artisan going back that far would also be ridiculously fun. And doing it from Exodus forward, the reason is that that's when all the cards actually had colored mana symbols printed on them, so it's easy to tell. It's not like you're arguing over like Homelands or the Dark or Fallen cards where this is an uncommon, or no, this is a rare, or like, no, fuck all that. We only want to use like the sets that have colored mana symbols, so that we can define it that way. Yeah, but I don't know, let me know, like, does that sound like a good idea? Do you guys think that it would be fun? I'm curious. So, all right, that's all I've got for today. I'll see you again next